Hello there. Hello there. Steven here, STKL on YouTube. Thanks for coming to my channel. Thanks for checking me out. Today, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I'm a big toy collector. I enjoy it. It's a good hobby, maybe a career even. So I'm going to give you guys a full tour of my nostalgic memorabilia action-packed toy room, if you will. Beyond this door lies the childhood innocence of a 31-year-old very fit man. But anywho, before we walk in, I have some leftover wall art that wouldn't fit in there. I like splatter art. Big Marvel guy, big comic guy, so I got a lot of stuff representing everything here. So anywho, this is a totally legitimate operation I have here. Let's just walk on in. We're in Scott Hall Walk. I know. It's a lot to take in. But let's start at the beginning, like most stories. Mattel Retros. I think they're great. I'm glad they're back. I'm not a completist. That's also going to be a theme, but we're getting there. They're not in any kind of order, but they're just here. So I always thought it'd be nice to just walk amongst it. Mattel Retros. Moving along. We're just going to go wall to wall here, basically. I am damn near 4 away a completist on the Mattel Masters of the Universe line. I absolutely love this line. I wasn't a big He-Man guy growing up, so I don't get a lot of the references. I understand that might embarrass me a little bit, but hey, wrestling fan, so I love them. Toonie Terrors. I'm not a massive horror guy, but you can't tell me you see all these side by side that they're not incredible. I have 3 spots, as you can tell. The Nun Chase, Pennywise Chase, Leatherface Chase. Very lucrative for me. Can't find them. I'll find them. They'll one day no longer evade my body, and I'll find them. Sonic the Hedgehog, massive part of my childhood and adulthood, as you can tell. I'm actually a vendor, so I have Sonic the Hedgehog display merchandise that outgrows this room. But one day when Room 2.0 becomes a thing, you'll see a lot more Sonic stuff. Like at an unhealthy level, but you know. Moving on down the Detolf. Marvel Legends. I strictly focus on buying the MCU movie figures, the live action movie figures. I think their detail is absolutely incredible and flawless. Power Rangers. I'll be honest, I'm only a fan of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I gave up after the first movie, but I was a fan from, episode 1 up until the movie. Ghostbusters! You can't be a person and say you've never seen Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is one of my all-time favorite franchises. You got a Ghostbusters cereal box in there. Yes, it's never been opened. And yes, the cereal was in there. And yes, it is expired. Walking Dead! Big Walking Dead fan. I love absolutely everything Walking Dead TV show. I'm pretty sure all but Jesus. I got all the figures down there. Chilling here on my Arcade 1, as you can see, is Stan the Man Lee. Gotta just have him there with my little Lucky Duck. Pull up your bar stool, take a seat, and just play some classic arcade games. And I absolutely love it. A lot of classic games. Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug. It fits this corner and this space ever so beautifully. And dare I say, elegantly as well. Moving on. Who doesn't want a mint on card Samuel L. Jackson on their wall? I don't know that person. I don't want to know them. Beavis and Butthead. I got all the Beavis and Butthead figures. We got a good bit of the Pushins. Obviously, we got the big boy down there with the pizza. These are old Bone Cruncher wrestling buddies from the 90s. Moving along here. I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the great Pittsburgh Pirate franchise. Absolute sarcasm there. I do have the very, very lucrative 4-pack Turtles in Disguise. I'm probably never going to open that. Maybe one day I'll flip it. Or maybe one day I'll just have it until it's worth $1 gajillion. South Park, big South Park guy, big part of my personality. The DC Bombshells. Big fan. Moving along over here, I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is one of my absolute all-time favorite things in life and always will be. So I have to have absolutely everything I can possibly find Dragon Ball Z. A good bit of pop vinyls, as you can tell. I will be a completist on Dragon Ball Z pops. There's, last time I checked, 13 that I don't have. And the only one that I know that I don't have that is an absolute never going to happen is the obvious Planet Area Vegeta that's worth over $10,000. But you never know. Never say never in the toy business. That's what I've been hearing in my nightmares. DC Universe figures. I have the old school Batman Kenner figures. I couldn't pass on the Batman and Joker. Every collector, I believe, has to have a miscellaneous shelf. Some Sons of Anarchy figures, McDonald's, Power Ranger figures, just because you gotta. To me, my all-time 3 favorite wrestling pay-per-views. WrestleMania 7, my first ever experience with wrestling. WrestleMania 17, I will say is the greatest WrestleMania pay-per-view of all time. Fight me on it. And Royal Rumble 92, probably the greatest Royal Rumble match. Major Fest, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, shout out to you guys. I have a 1 of 4. I won that. My sister drew some nice art pieces for me. I got some mystery minis over there. I have a lot more in storage totes. Some Bret Hart autographs I got when I was 11. That's not what I look like anymore, as you can tell. Anyway, some more splatter art, similar style as the ones you saw in the hallway. We're on the other side of the room now. Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite Marvel movie. I think it's the best one, so I just got a nice little wall art piece. Deadpool pops. I'm going to expand on that when I have more space to put them. I have all of the Magnus. Well, not all of the Magnus, but the super versions. Dad jokes. Gotta be ready. Baby in September. Baby's name's going to be Scarlet. So as you can tell, Scarlet's got her own little shelf here. The reason these are open, and you'll notice the rest of them aren't going forward, is just because I couldn't fit them all on the wall anymore. Jakks Pacific Bone Crunchers were really the first toys that I got really into. Attitude Era figures, New Generation figures, AEW. Mattel Elite Golden Age or Golden Era figures. Miscellaneous eras, 2002s, 2010s. White Pants Edge, probably one of my favorite figures Mattel has ever made. Alan Jones, big Alan Jones fan. I will get all the Elite AJ Styles figures going forward. I'm already a completist. Shelton Benjamin. When it's all said and done, in my top 5 of all time. The most underrated guy of all time. I can go on for hours, but I won't. I have literally every action figure ever made of Shelton Benjamin. That magazine back there is the only one Shelton Benjamin has ever been on. Ruthless Aggression figures. I just have a nice collection of them. The Macho Man, yeah, dig it. This Slim Jim Elite is probably one of my, if not my holy grail. It's not the most valuable figure, but it is absolutely incredible. Hasbro's. Paint-wise, they're probably the coolest and most detailed figures. D-Generation X. Got my Bray Wyatt collection. Tommaso Ciampa ringside exclusive. Mattel Elite. These are Attitude Era figures. These are all current era figures. And then on the bottom here, clearly Sami Zayn's on top. Sami went over, basically. Jeff had it. But Jeff couldn't risk the big move. He had to do it. I got the Owen Hart Micro Brawler, the most recently released Bret Hart Micro Brawler that actually came in the mail yesterday. I have some Bend-Ems, mint on card. Ringmasters, the complete line of Ringmasters. Undertaker Ghostbusters. I think that's one of the coolest figures ever made. That's going to be buried with me. Honey. Bret Hart, BCA, Series 1. WrestleMania 17, Lunchbox, like I said, favorite pay-per-view of all time. And then just some WWE pop vinyls. This piece right here. This is a obvious Hulkamania travel suitcase. Everyone had their their Hasbro travel case for their figures. I had this. It's not my exact one from childhood. I rebought it as an adult man in my 30s. But it's one of my more sentimental pieces because I went everywhere with this. And I'm talking even up to the Ruthless Aggression eras when I was like 13 and definitely shouldn't have had it. But I had it. You know what? I might need some help with the pop vinyls. So I called a friend. And she's here with me today. Her name is Lucille. And she's thirsty. Let's go check out some pops. And we're here. Lucille and I have arrived. We made the incredibly long walk back to the pop vinyl wall. It's self-explanatory. I like pop vinyls, I collect them, and I have them. What started out as 20 became 30, became 637. But who's counting, really? Not me, because it's actually 639. There was initially going to be organization to it. I kind of had them from my childhood memories towards my teens, towards my adult, to what I'm into now, but I just kept getting them, and it's all over the place. That's why you have Michael Jordan's college jersey with Bugs Bunny, which, you know, technically does make sense because of Space Jam, and I just now put that together. What a day for all of us. Pokemon, I wish they made 150, the original 151. That'll look absolutely sexy together. South Park, Ghostbusters, this Ace Ventura here. If it's actually the real one, that's worth $500 probably right now. It's Always Sunny, Rambo, Die Hard, Billy Madison, Breaking Bad, Stranger Things, The Office. The Office, I will be a completist on Office Pop vinyls. I just think these will never die off. These will only continue to increase in popularity and value. And the more TV shows and movies that come out, there's no reason for them to stop. So, Funko, you're jerks. For everyone's wallets, we say thank you, but also, why are you doing this? You need help. Well, all things must come to an end, and we're at that point. Thank you guys very much for coming along this journey of nostalgia, of childish disbelief and wonder. I am Steven, STKO on YouTube. Give me a like, give me a share, let other people see the room. I'm proud of this room. Subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely be doing more stuff in the future. Until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked it.
Camera rolling. Action. Start facing the door. Sorry.
Hang on a second, I wasn't ready.